do all that. If I took the loss and I'm like, damn, I'm losing every time I'm losing, like, you're never gonna try to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish because you're so focused on the loss. If you focus more on the learning behind the loss, then you're gonna be good. Like, nah. So prioritize yourself, because you don't want to prioritize everything else but yourself, because then you're not pouring into your own cup. Like, you gotta pour into your cup the most. But how many times you gonna do that and then delay what you got? You know what I'm saying? You can't help somebody else if you can't even help yourself. If you can't even put yourself in position to even try to be able to go back to help somebody. Like, what's up, y'all? I'm on my Wizard Kelly's shit right now, so we gonna get started soon. But sit back, relax, grab some juice, some wine, some algae, whatever's gonna get you through the episode. Yeah, we'll be back shortly, just like that. You dig? Wish I could find the stop button on this thing. What's going on, y'all? We back at it again with another edition of the Cozy Rant series, man. If you watching this, it's Monday. Ravens won, that's why, you know what I'm saying? Gotta wrap that shit. You know what I mean? Even though we took a terrible loss, game 1. But you know what I'm saying? I'm glad we got that first loss by a big team out the way early. So, we kind of see where we at. See where we got to build upon and all that, for real. But, shout out to them guys, to the Flock Nation. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Baltimore for getting that dub, man. As you can see, I'm in the bed right now. I'm usually set up like somewhere else in the house, but I'm just in my bed. I'm chilling, for real. I feel like for these Cozy Rant series, like, I just want to just be comfortable. Wherever I want to set up at is where I'm going to be, for real. You know what I mean? So, first of all, I just want to thank y'all for, coming here to the channel. Hope y'all like the video, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your aunties, tell your play cousins, all that, man, for real. So, but like all episodes, we wouldn't be here without God. He is the number one. So shout out to Jesus. You feel me? But we just got a couple things that I wanted to talk about. And we gonna get straight into it. We gonna hop straight into it. No, shout out to V's. He just dropped this new song. It's called Low, lamest of all time. Talking about other niggas. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be lame out here, but he was spitting on that joint. I give y'all a little taste right here. Hold on. I give y'all a little taste of it, for real. If y'all ain't hear it already, you feel me? Let me.
I found out money never sleep. I'm taking my bed out of house. I got 2 big bitches wrestling with me. It's WWF in the house. I had to tell that little bitch suck it. I want DX on the house. You go shop inside my closet, nigga. It's better than even stuff. Nigga, why you go get you a bankroll? It's better than fucking a hoe. Yeah, these are lame as all times. I'm calling that nigga the low.
I ain't gonna lie, V's is probably the one. Like, he, like, whatever joint he get on, he smack, for real. So, but as we get into these topics, man, we just gonna start off with topic 1, for real. So the first topic is, in life, it's gonna be things, obviously, that happen in life, for real. Some things that you can control, and some things that are out of your control. But one thing that you gotta remember is, don't look at a loss as a loss. You feel me? I'm gonna let that sink in before I go into my point. A loss is never a loss, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, a loss is always a learning experience. Like, when people say, damn, I lost out, or I lost out on that, it's like, no, you didn't lose out on really anything. You just learned what to do for the next moment, because there's going to be a next moment. Like, this isn't going to be your pit. This is only your pit stop. This is not your final destination. So when you're going through life and you're going through changes and you feel like you lost in the situation or whatever, remember that you never lose, you only learn. Like, L's aren't meant for losses, they meant for learnings. Like, you're learning, and life is just a whole, life is just a big school, for real, that everybody is attended to, Everybody gotta pay them fees, regardless of what the fee may be. Everybody gotta pay a cost to be the boss, you know what I'm saying? So don't ever think of a loss to be, because sometimes I used to get into that mode of like, dang, I lost out, or I lost out on this person, or I'm losing out on this opportunity because boom, boom. But you gotta understand, when you're in those spaces, or you're in that, those situations, or dealing with a specific person, you gotta understand that you're learning not only the situation that you're in, but you're learning the people that's in that situation with you as well. So you're learning how to deal with things. You're learning how to properly deal with things and not deal with things your own way. Because sometimes you may thinking dealing with something is correct. And not saying there's a correct way to deal with something, but you're gonna learn the most effective way to deal with something, rather than just going out the wham, going out the, you know what I mean? So don't ever take a loss being an actual loss. Like in life, there's no win-lose column. There's only, there's only goals that you set. You reach those goals. If you don't reach the goals in the matter of time that you think you should, and you feel like it was a setback or a loss, you're only learning how to correct the mistakes that you made, or the decisions that you made, and be better for the next round. You know what I'm saying? Like these joints, like boxing, it's like a marathon. Like everybody want to get somewhere so quick, then get discouraged when they lose, or get discouraged if they keep losing. But whole time you're not losing, you just learn. Like if I used to think that every video that I post don't get over 100 out, and I would see that as a loss. No, I'm not seeing that as a loss. I'm seeing it as, what can I do to make videos more engaging, or make my videography more engaging for watchers to come to the page and look and see my work and do all that. If I took the loss and I'm like, damn, I'm losing every time I'm losing, like, you're never going to try to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish, because you're so focused on the loss. If you focus more on the learning behind the loss, then you're gonna be good. That's like when, like, my coaches always used to say, yeah, I may be yelling at you, but listen to what I'm saying though. Like, don't listen at me yelling at you, listen to what I'm telling you to do, because I'm trying to put you in a position to be successful. And that's all a loss or an L is trying to do, is put you in position to be successful. So don't take losses as losses, man, because they not losses. You're just learning. Regardless. Everybody's still learning. Everybody doesn't know everything. Everybody's still like learning from different people, learning different ways to do things. Like, it's never a loss, man. It's never a loss. So that's something that I've just been thinking about, especially like being at my new job in sales. It's like my first week, I maybe bought like 5 cars. Then that following week, I only bought 2 cars. But I had customers coming in, and they wasn't making the sale. And then I'm like getting discouraged. I'm like, dang, I was just, I was getting them in, getting them out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what am I doing wrong? And it's not necessarily that you're always doing something wrong. It's just maybe it's not the time for that particular person to sell their car, or the particular thing to happen at that time. So that's another thing too. You just gotta be patient. You gotta take all these things into consideration when things aren't going your way. So don't take a loss as a loss, cozy community, because it's never a loss, and you gotta remember that for sure. As we move on to our next thought of the Cozy Rant series, is prioritizing yourself. And this is something that I am continuously learning to do each and every day, because, like, let me really get positioned for real. Like, when it comes to me dealing with like people and helping people, like, I'm always the one to help people and give myself to people or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'll do my stuff in my own time, because because I want to do my stuff a certain way or whatever. But certain things you gotta learn how to say no sometimes. And it's not that you're trying to be mean, or that you're trying to giving off that you don't want to help them, but like sometimes, you know, it's only so many times that you can say yes to doing something, even if it's like, bro, I need you to help me with this. Bro, I can't. I got this going on for real. And if a person don't understand what you got going on, knowing that they would help you, I would look at that person kind of funny, because it's like, bro, every time I help you, or you ask me to help you, I help. And the one time that I'm looking out for myself, you see it as something else. Like, nah. So prioritize yourself, because you don't want to prioritize everything else but yourself, because then you're not pouring into your own cup. Like, you gotta pour into your cup the most, because at the end of the day, you gotta make sure you good for real. So like, prioritize. And that's not saying that you can't, you know, set aside time to help other people out when they need you or whatever, but you don't want to be that type of the yes man. Like, you feel what I'm saying? You don't want to be the person that's just like, oh, just ask TJ, because you know he gonna say yes, he not gonna say no. Like, no, I want to be like, yeah, ask TJ, but make sure he free, because he do be having stuff going on. Like, people gotta know you got stuff going on. Like, you got scheduled. Like, you got a schedule. Like, we grown out here. You got a schedule. You got things that you gotta accomplish. You got things that you gotta do. It ain't just a free fall out here. So prioritize yourself, and I'm learning that, you know, every day. You know, if you're doing something, yeah, I'm doing something right now. Can you give me a couple minutes? Like, don't be just so quick to be like, stop what you're doing and just like, in some instances, yeah, that can be the case, but most instances, try to just finish what you're doing in that moment. Maybe, and you may not be finishing it all the way, but finish the task. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what it is. Finish your task as well. That's like a subcategory. Like, finish your task when it comes to prioritizing yourself, because like, when you put yourself first, people understand, like, I wouldn't say the hierarchy, but people see that you hold yourself to a high standard. Like, I gotta do my shit first, do me first, and that's not being selfish, but that's just what it is. Like, prioritize yourself, because if people seeing that you're prioritizing your first, they know that, you know, certain things are important to you. Like, if you prioritizing yourself, knowing that you gotta like meditate every day or meditate every morning, that lets people know, bro, can't call such and such at this time, because I know they doing this, and they not going to stop nothing they not going to stop doing what they doing just to blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? So prioritize yourself, man. You know, make yourself the priority, because if you won't, who will? But I was asking one of my team members, I was like, yo, like, what's your why, bro? Like, what makes you, like, you know, get up and go get it for real? And what he basically said was, yeah, he was like, man, you said it. You know, just getting out of bed is my why. You know, the motivation that I got another opportunity to, you know, get it done and do what I gotta do and make some type of impact on this thing called life, you know. And I kind of resonated with that, because, you know, and I'm never trying to make it like religious, but I have to input him, God, him, because he's him. I have to put God in it, because he's in my life, you know. And that may not be the same for you, but, or who's ever watching, and there's nothing wrong with that either, you know. But for me, and I'm speaking on me, like, God gives me a chance every day to wake up and have the potential to get it right or get it wrong and learn how to get it right. You know what I'm saying? And every morning, you know, when you get up, the first words that you should say is thank you. Thank you. You know, because not everybody gets to wake up every morning. Not everybody gets to, you know, enjoy another day. And so you just gotta, don't take for granted, you know, the blessings, even the small blessings that we are granted in life. because some things we can take for granted and not even think about them at all, like just having your limbs working, or being able to speak. Like these are things that we may take for granted or look at like this is how it's supposed to be. I'm a human. Like these are like, but no, like God gives us a chance every day to impact the world the way he would have, the way he did. So just getting, I definitely resonated with that. Shout out to my guy Quentin, man. Me and him be chopping it up doing works. Like it be so, the most thing that we've been talking about the most is the Young Thug stuff. And we be cracking ourselves up just talking about that, man. Like, but that's like my work buddy, man, for sure. Like you need those type of people that you can have a conversation with while still getting work done. So shout out to my man's Q, man. That's really all I had as far as thoughts. Now, I did just go see this new movie. It's called The Long Walk. It's about these men go on this like quest on taking a long walk. It's basically just walking until you stop walking and they try to kill you. But I don't want to give the movie away too. It's a lot more that goes into the movie when you watch it. But it was a great movie, and I started and I'm gonna start doing this more often, like when I go to movies and stuff, is to take notes on the stuff that's happening, especially like interesting movies like this. So one of the thoughts that I want to share with you guys is the thought right here, right? It says, you can't save all people looking back, because you can potentially be killing yourself. And so basically, let's say, and to give context, like let's say somebody like stops walking, like to tie their shoe or whatever, and all the other people are looking back. They're slowing up walking, which can hinder them and get them killed trying to help somebody that's tying their shoe or taking a dump or whatever they doing back there. That's, you know what I'm saying, like trying to look back while still moving forward is not good. Like, no, like you gotta, although that may sound crazy to say, like, oh, you're supposed to help people that fall down, and like, yes, that is true, but how many times you gonna do that and then delay what you got? You know what I'm saying? You can't help somebody else if you can't even help yourself, if you can't even put yourself in position to even try to be able to go back to help somebody. Like, so I think in that instance, don't always look back. And I would say that don't always look back in the past either, in a sense, because that's kind of how I was looking at it. Like if we dwell a lot of things from the past that may have hurt us, or we feel some type of way about it, we're never gonna catapult forward, because we're so stuck in what happened before, instead of what can happen if I can get through this pain and overcome it, rather than being stuck in the pain, for real. So don't get stuck in the past. Don't get stuck in looking back, because that time has passed. Like, the time has passed. Those hours is stuff that we never can get back. So sometimes you just gotta be prepared and not looking back, even when you want to look back, even when it's hard not to look back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that was just the last thought that I wanted to give y'all. Oh, another thing, I want to start leaving y'all with a question, right? And the question that I have for y'all today is, would you agree that the position that you're in is on you, or is the position that you're in based on the circumstances that you were in? So leave a comment down below, man, what you think about that. If the position that you're in is on you, or the position that you're in is dependent on the circumstances that you were, in. So, because I really want to know that before I would give my answer. And I think that's gonna be like a question for the week, for real. So you feel what I'm saying? As we get into the week, make sure you setting goals, small goals, big goals, whatever goals, that we're putting in the work, putting in the time to, achieve them. And it could be anything, new skill, doing something that you never did before, doing something that you can do good, but do it better, get better at it. Be thankful for the week. I know sometimes Mondays are hard, especially when you going through something, and I've been there about going through something and just having to pull through week after week after week. And a lot of people at my job always tell me, like, bro, you always smiling, you always joyful, you always have good energy. Like, what makes you have good energy? And I'm just like, I'm just thankful to be here, bro. Like, when I say I'm thankful to be here, like, only a few know and understand that I didn't have to be here. Like, I almost wasn't here. Like, it's real like that, for real. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I have no time nor the energy to be like, it's Monday again. Da, 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 da. Nah, like, it's Monday, bro. We got another week to really get to it. And that's the type of mentality, that's the type of energy, that's the type of, positive attitude that you have to have each and every week, because you never know what other people are going through as well, and you may be just that person to pick them up. Like, I remember one day sitting at my desk, and I was making calls, and I was on the phone with this lady, and I don't know what I was, I probably was going through some BS, y'all know how that go. But I was just like real out of sync for real. And so I'm getting on this call. I'm really just like, I hope she don't answer, so I can just leave a voicemail or whatever. But she ended up answering. She answered like with some good energy, and it kind of picked me up. So I say that to say, you never know when your energy can pick somebody else up. Like my manager says, my manager at my job, he's always like, you never know what a customer is going through, and you never want to give off. And I said this before in one of my videos on TikTok. I said you never want to give the energy that the customer is giving you, because then at that point you got two people that's mad, rather than you giving a positive attitude while they may still be upset, but you're catering to how they're feeling and you're understanding. So it's like that makes them feel appreciated. That makes them, at the end of the day, everybody wants to have a sense of belonging, appreciation, gratitude, all that. So why not you be the person to give that to them, whether you know them or not, whether they are nasty to you or not, So it takes nothing to be a kind person, but it takes a lot of energy to be in disgust, mad at people. So don't be mad, be glad. Because that's what being cozy is all about, man. Being yourself, being a person of light, and your uniqueness and your authenticity, and just leaving your print. Like I said before, for people who don't know, like, leave your print is not just something that I put on my clothes or something that just a design. Like, that's something that I like really live by, like leaving my print. I want people to remember that TJ was here, that Tylanvis was here, that Cozy was here. You know what I'm saying? I want people to understand that it ain't gonna be the same when I'm not here, because he just brought a different energy to the space. Like, it's not gonna be the same. You feel what I'm saying? So anybody that's a part of the cozy community, man, y'all know y'all leaving y'all print, man. And it's deeper than just a fashion statement. Y'all leaving y'all print, y'all leaving y'all character on something that maybe you set a policy, or you're setting standards that will be followed for generations and generations and generations on generations. So that's what we got to think about. We got to think about the generations after us, because we already here now. We here now. This is what we creating legacy for. So I hope y'all have a blessed week. I hope everything goes well. I hope everything, even if it doesn't go your way, still be grateful. Still be grateful, still be thankful, and know that an opportunity is going to come back. When one door closes, another one opens. You feel me? So, stay true, stay you, stay cozy, and it's just like that. You dig? I'll be out. I think I like doing the joints on my bed. I ain't gonna lie. I may do more on my bed, but we'll probably be at the other location though. But yeah, that's the it of the Real Cozy Podcast, man. I'm ready to do I got an idea for a commercial for real. So I think that's what I'm about to do now. So y'all be easy.